Welcome back to another fall semester at CBU. For those of you that are new or incoming students, welcome.
I'm Ivania Montes.
And I'm Matt Stump. Thanks for joining us.
With the influx of new students, CBU expanded Lancers Plaza and made space for more commuter and resident students to enroll. Reporter Diana Villa is at New Lancers Plaza to tell us more about it. Diana?
The new Lancer Plaza is located off of Adams Street and the 91 exit, with the brand new CBU entrance and a new parking structure. Students are excited about the renovations that happened over summer.
I really enjoy how it's really open, and it's kind of the first thing you see when you come into the new entrance. It's a great way for people to enjoy the outdoors while eating or studying. I know that they have Wake Up Wednesday out here too, which is a great community environment for students to come.
The new parking structure will facilitate parking for those students commuting off the 91 freeway. The 5-level parking structure is equipped with 1,493 parking spaces.
It's the best thing ever. You just pull off the freeway, make a left, make another left, and then you're here. Yeah, it takes about 2 minutes to park, so it's nice.
CBU increased over 5% in student population within the last year. For the first time in 68 years, there are over 10,000 students enrolled. We are excited for the future renovations that are to come for the growing CBU community. For CBU TV, I am Diana Villa.
Among the new resources at CBU is the new University Writing Center, a resource provided to students that goes beyond editing papers and encourages the writer in each student on campus. The University Writing Center is dedicated to the mission of cultivating purpose-driven writers, communicators, and influencers. They elevate your essay writing techniques by focusing on the importance of language itself. Dr. Tae Sung, director of the University Writing Center, equips student tutors with the tools to elevate writing. This includes assigning books that teach rhetoric and meaning with the team of students to touch base.
We're going to go away from a kind of editing model where students come and we just mark up papers and edit things for grammar and spell check and things like that. In order to help meet those particular grammar and needs and things like editing needs, we're going to be adopting something called Grammarly Premium that we're piloting this year here at CBU through the Writing Center. Now, in my understanding, editing is not the same thing as writing. Writing is a much broader process. Writing is about how to think through ideas and concepts and to communicate those ideas in clear and persuasive modalities. And so our writing tutors are going to be increasingly trained to promote and cultivate writing in that bigger sense, right? How do we think through what we're trying to understand and learn, right? Writing is about solving problems. It's about thinking through things.
With final season approaching, students are encouraged to book their appointment with a tutor online, or they can stop by and make an appointment in Lancer Arms, suite number 54.
Wow, what a useful opportunity for all the students on campus.
Absolutely. Don't be surprised to find me there.
Maybe you can make your way to Couch's Corner when you're done. Not too far from Lancer Arms in Lancers Plaza, you can find the newest on-campus dining location. I had the opportunity to visit a couple days ago, and it's a really neat place.
Well, let's take a look, shall we?
Hey Lancers, I'm here at Lancers Plaza where the newest addition, Couch Corner, had its grand opening. Ordering food here is a bit different rather than Wanda's or even Briscoe's, so come follow me as I take you through the ordering process. Couch Corner is 2 eateries in one. To the left you have Delectables, and to the right is Shake Smart. Today I'm going to be guiding you guys through the Shake Smart line. Ordering food at Shake Smart is done through the iPads. You have different options from shakes, bowls, sandwiches, oats, and coffee, all of which can be protein-based. After you have made all your selections on the iPad, you can head to the front counter to pay either cash, card, or as a meal swipe. Protein plays a big factor at Shake Smart. Student athletes just like Ashley find it the most beneficial as it can help improve their performance.
Yeah, I like how you can add protein in any of the smoothies, bowls, coffees. I think it's a really good addition because we all need protein after we work out and everything. So I think that's really cool.
Students around campus have been loving and enjoying this healthy twist to campus dining.
The line's long, but that's because it just opened, but they do great. The smoothies are great, the bowls are great. It's just great choice, CBU.
For CBU TV, I'm Ivania Montes.
Moving to local news, 2 Inland Empire teachers are recognized by Apple for incorporating new tools in their teaching methods. Every year, Apple recognizes educators from around the world who are transforming the way of teaching and learning with the use of their products. This year, 2 Inland Empire teachers from Aquinas High School in San Bernardino, Jonathan Keck and Marcus James, were awarded with Apple's Distinguished Educators Award. It was Jonathan and James's interactive, collaborative, and engaging approach to teaching that got them recognized. Jonathan Keck not only teaches at Aquinas, but he is the Director of Educational Technology at the school. He says his goal is to problem solve today's educational issues using technology and creativity.
So, my approach to learning is guiding the kids at first, but really trying to get out of the way and kind of unlock their creativity, really socially interact with each other, and try to, through the process of creation, gain a deeper insight into the information, and then ultimately transfer that information into real domains of knowledge that they can apply in their real lives.
Students at Aquinas aren't just taking notes on their iPads. Jonathan and Marcus's approach to teaching is leading students to physically create inside of the classroom.
Yeah, so in our AP Computer Science Principles class, we are using Swift, which is Apple's coding language, and we're one of the few schools in the country and around the world that are using that set language for this AP class. And it's a great language because it goes hand in hand with the tool that we have, which is the iPad. In that class, they're learning the basics of creating apps using what's called Xcode, which is their program creator. And by the end of it, what they're doing is, to the College Board, one of the submissions they have to do is a submission of an app.
I might say, hey, this is what the concept of hierarchical diffusion is, and we'll talk about what that basic idea is. But for them to really understand it, I believe that they need to create, that they need to do something, and best probably in a social setting. And so they'll, I try to get them to create things, whether tactilely or with tech, right? Whether creating videos or infographs or really anything, games, anything that would be fun.
Integrating a fun and creative environment for teenagers to excel in school is what makes these 2 educators stand out and worthy of such titles. Their approach is challenging many who believe such technology to be a distraction for students.
I mean, I think first and foremost, I'm pro good teaching more than tech teaching. And I think anyone involved really should care first and foremost about that, because the tech is a tool, right? It's not the savior of education. And so a tool is only as good as the person that's wielding it.
It's important to highlight people going the extra mile in their fields.
And speaking of field, here's Wyatt Mitchison with the Lance Up Sports segment. Wyatt?
Thank you, Matt. Hello, Lancer fans. I'm Wyatt Mitchison here with your Lance Up Sports update. To start, women's soccer picked up right where they left off last season. With a current record of 13 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw, your Lancers have the best record in the Western Athletic Conference. With a 6-2 record in conference play, the Lancers hold a slight lead over Seattle University for the top spot in the conference. This outstanding season have come off of some big contributions from Rola Badawia, the junior forward that leads the WAC in goals, scoring 10 goals so far this season, and Rami Salvador, the junior goalkeeper from France that leads the WAC in save percentage, saving 82.4% of goals shot. Even one Lancer found herself on SportsCenter. Ari Coronado's impressive goal against Seattle University earned her the 7th spot on SportsCenter's top 10 highlights of the night. With one game remaining, your Lancers look to take home the regular season WAC championship. Staying with soccer, your men's soccer team sits 4th place in the WAC with an overall record of 5 wins, 9 losses, and 2 ties. But they have 4 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie in conference play. With 3 games remaining on their schedule, your Lancers could move up to as high as 2nd place in the WAC if UT Rio Grande Valley and Utah Valley lose the rest of their remaining games. One big highlight for your Lancers this season has been Albert Esquin. The senior goalkeeper from Spain leads the WAC in saves with 88 and saves a percentage of 83.8 of goals. Moving away from soccer, both men and women's cross-country team have been dominating all season. The men's team has finished 4th, 2nd, 4th, and 3rd in their races, while the women have finished 2nd, 1st, and 1st in their races. Your Lancers have the opportunity to win the WAC regular season championship on November 2nd. After an extremely successful first season in Division I play, the women's volleyball team finds themselves currently sitting at 6th place in the WAC, with an overall record of 10-13 and a conference record of 4-6. With 6 out of the 7 games remaining being in the WAC conference play, your Lancers are looking to go on a roll and finish strong in only their 2nd season in Division I play. After taking home the WAC regular season championship in just their first season, the Lancers baseball team is looking to remain successful. They looked ever so dominant in their first scrimmage against San Diego State, conquering the Aztecs in a 9-inning contest 9-4, while also collecting 15 hits. I got to sit down with head coach Gary Adcock and talk to him about the success the team had last season. Take a look.
While most of the Lancers were away on summer vacation, the CBU men's baseball team stayed behind. They were trying to win the regular season WAC championship, and that they did, winning it in only their first season in Division I play. Sitting down with head coach Gary Adcock of the baseball team here at California Baptist University, I got to ask him just how hard this team had to work to have the success that they did in only their first season in Division I play.
Oh, there was a lot of early mornings, a lot of late nights, a lot of hard work by the coaching staff and the players. And you're right, being baseball in the spring sport, we play about a third of our season when school's out. So we really appreciate you guys taking the time to recognize it, as it would have been great to have the students be able to celebrate with that. But the amount of hard work really can't even be measured from several people, administration to the players to the coaching staff.
On top of the impressive overall success of the Lancers, plenty of individuals on this team had their own personal success. 11 members of the team were named to the All-WAC academic team, 2 were named to the All-WAC first team, and 4 were named to the All-WAC second team. 3 players were also drafted into the Major League Baseball systems. Pitcher Andrew Bash was drafted by the Angels in the 30th round with the 901st overall pick. Logan Reinhardt was drafted by the Mariners in the 16th round with the 486th overall pick. The pitcher won Pitcher of the Year for the WAC, only the 7th Lancer in history to ever do that. Finally, pitcher Matt Moguillon signed a free agent deal with the Seattle Mariners. I asked head coach Gary Adcock how much pride he takes in seeing his players achieve their dreams and going to Major League Baseball systems.
Oh, it's very rewarding. As far as the professional side of it, they all grow up. Baseball is a sport most people have played, either through Little League. Maybe you don't play in high school, but you played that year of T-ball in Little League, and very few guys don't dream of playing professionally. So that's a goal for a lot of our players, to have 3 of them reach it. To where they get a chance to play professionally, to step on a Major League diamond, is very rewarding. The 11 academic scholars were equally as impressed with. Sometimes the cliche in coaching is if you have the really smart team, they're not really good on the field, but we kind of flipped that script because we were very good in the academic classroom, but also good on the field. And then those guys that garnered individual attention on those awards, we're very proud of those individuals as well, whether it be Logan Reinhardt as the pitcher of the year in the conference, or the aforementioned guys you mentioned. But it all comes down to a team effort, and whether they're reaching their dream academically, athletically, it's all we're all pulling those strings together, and so we're really excited as a group for those individuals as a team.
Finally, I got to ask head coach Gary Adcock the question that Lancer fans are wondering. How will the CBU men's baseball team outdo themselves this upcoming season?
Well, the first thing that came to mind is and I've addressed with the team, is we've got to battle through a normal reaction to be complacent, to not feel like you've arrived, but just to not have the same energy and determination and focus to maybe make CBU baseball known in the WAC. So we're going to guard against complacency at first and remember how we got to where we're at, and that's through our consistent preparation, our mental toughness, our grit, and our discipline. So those really things are going to be the focus this fall, and we have to start the whole thing over. And I heard a smart coach one time say, he was more afraid of losing than he was excited about winning, and it's kind of me the same. The fear of losing motivates me, and so hopefully we got up this morning. We had a workout at 6 a.m. We're just trying to start the whole thing over again and try to add one more of these things on the mantle next year.
Next up is the men's water polo team, who have played a tough schedule so far this season. Your Lancers have played 14 ranked opponents this season, 7 of those opponents ranking inside the top 10. This includes a match against number 2 ranked UCLA Bruins, where the Lancers played hard but couldn't pull off the upset. The team currently sits at 12-13 and 2-2 in conference play, with 4 of their wins coming against ranked opponents. Your Lancers have 4 matches until the WWPA championships start up. Finally, basketball season is coming up. After a successful and record-setting Division I season, your Lancers are looking to one-up their success of last season. Well, that's all for your Lance Up Sports Update. Next, we have Lancers Noticias with reporter Azucena Orozco. Azucena?
Hola, muchísimas gracias, Wyatt. Hoy les presentaremos varias noticias nacionales y globales. La relación entre los Estados Unidos y países latinos aún sigue a distancia, pero los Estados Unidos comprueban que la ayuda de países extranjeros es necesaria para su progresión laboral y económica. Durante el año fiscal 2019, empresas agrícolas estadounidenses presentaron solicitudes para atraer a más de 200,000 trabajadores de campo de otros países a través de visas temporales H-2A. El Departamento del Trabajo omitió más de 200,000 certificaciones laborales y también recibió pedidos para certificar a más de 100,000 posiciones de empresas no agrícolas, de las cuales aprobó más de 150,000. Los Estados Unidos reconocen la necesidad de recibir ayuda laboral de estos países. Y hablando de países extranjeros al sur de los Estados Unidos, en México la guerra entre los narcotraficantes sigue. Después de la captura del hijo del Chapo Guzmán, Iván Archibaldo, guerras entre la fuerza militar mexicana y los narcotraficantes se aumentaron, dejando a varios muertos y heridos. La violencia forzó al presidente de México, AMLO, a tomar la decisión de liberar a Iván.
Se tornó muy difícil la situación y estaban en riesgo muchos ciudadanos, muchas personas, muchos seres humanos.
Los Estados Unidos expresan críticas a México y a su presidente. Después de un masacre en Sonora, México, que causó la muerte de 3 mujeres y 6 niños americanos, varios senadores americanos pidieron a Trump catalogar a los narcotraficantes como terroristas. Así pudieran realizar operaciones en México como aquellas en Siria o en Afganistán. En Chile, las protestas siguen activas. Verán niños abandonando la escuela para unirse a las protestas ante el gobierno chileno. Todo esto se debe a varios años de desigualdad y alto costo de vida, descontento del modelo socioeconómico neoliberal, aumento de desempleo, abusos de poder, corrupción y varias otras razones. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Hasta la próxima. Soy Azucena Orozco.
Welcome back. Azucena, muchas gracias.
Last but not least, in collaboration with the Western Athletic Conference, reporter Azucena Orozco and Wyatt Mitchison highlight the start of basketball season with the annual Midnight Madness.
Thank you, Matt. Again, I'm Wyatt Mitchison.
And I'm Azucena Orozco.
Tonight, we're here at Midnight Madness, where we're about to show you all the craziness that went down here. Let's take a look.
Thank you for joining us today.
Don't forget to follow our Instagram at Lancer Media Group for updates on our next show. See you next time. Goodbye.